We're good, yeah.
Well, you got your first win, but halfway through the game, I wasn't sure you were going to get it again. First, I thought you were going to get it for sure, and then I thought, oh my gosh, here goes another one.
They only count at the end, and we had the more points at the end.
What do you take from that game, Coach?
I think both teams showed a lot of resiliency. We were up 21-0, I think, at one time, and they battled back, and they got back to within 2 points. And then we went down the field and got a touchdown. So I think both teams showed a lot of resiliency. One of the concerns. We had the stretch in the second quarter, I think, where we returned a kick for a touchdown. We were not on the field for a long period of time, and when we came back out, we were not very crisp. It was almost like the game was starting over. So, I'm not complaining about returning kicks for touchdowns, but it seemed like it hurt our offensive execution.
A lot of big points for you in this game, George, but those two runs by Henry on that drive you're talking about, that when it was 2 points, are just massive.
No, when the quarterback is involved in the offense with his legs, it's an element that, as much as you try to defend, sometimes it's pretty hard to do. And I can't even remember the specific play, so I'd lie if I said what it was. I told him there at the end, we have this series run. I said, I'm not running this. It doesn't have to be a handoff or a throw. You're part of the options in this. And I don't remember for sure whether that was one of those plays or not.
But prior to that, I just want to get the time straight. Prior to that series, you said that?
Well, it was sometime in the fourth.
Sometime in the fourth. Yeah.
Anything nice to say about Chris Williams?
Chris Williams had a hell of a game. He got a little tired there. We could use him much towards the end, but he dropped it into another gear on that field goal return. I mean, he's a quick, fast guy. And when he's about the 35 or 40-yard line, it appeared to be, he saw basically only one guy, and he kicked it into another gear, and it was over them. And, Prefontaine is a pretty good cover guy. I mean, he kept Larry Taylor from having 2 more touchdowns last week for the Stampeders.
You feel good to get your first win, Coach?
Oh, yeah. I'm happy for the players. It's, hey, we worked hard. I worked for a guy one time that says, hey, you work hard, you might as well win. And, it makes you feel good about yourself, and makes the sun not so bright and not so hot the next day. And there's the intangible of confidence, and hopefully we'll be able to build on that.
At one point there, you had 2 Canadian defensive backs in there, and Buckner makes a great play.
It'd have been a greater play if he'd caught it.
Of course, but he had a strong game, Buckner. Did you?
He had troubles in the first half.
Tackling, yeah, he missed that one tackle to start.
So, yeah, but he did fill in at safety and did a nice job, and I know he gets minimal reps there.
So I didn't notice what the formation was, but that was a straight substitution. That wasn't like a 6-back package, right? No,
when Carlos went down, they kicked D out to halfback, and Buckner went in at safety. Now, on that play, the package there could have been other guy. There might have been multiple linebackers or something else. But as far as the DBs, that was a substitution.
Was there any concern at any point about the offensive execution in the third quarter?
Yeah, when we weren't scoring any points there in the second half, I'm always concerned. And we had some plays. We probably could have broken the game open there in the second quarter if we caught the one ball, and because it probably would have been a touchdown. But we ended up scoring on the return right after that, so the points wouldn't have been different. But yeah, we were not. They did a good. We were wanting to run the ball on first down because I was not trying to get Siobhan more involved in the offense, and they decided that if they press the line of scrimmage, they could probably keep us from running the ball. So, sometimes you just don't want to throw it every down.
Can I ask you a general question? I mean, we're almost at as many returns this year in 3 weeks for touchdowns as there were the entire year. Is there some explanation that you can see off the?
Well, there's outstanding returners on almost every team. It is a gigantically wide field, and it really only takes like one guy to be in the wrong spot sometime, and the guy's going to the house. Field goal. How many field goals have been missed? Field goals have been returned so far? 3.
3.
Okay, and I don't know if they subbed. Most everybody has a substitution package where they take out at least 2 offensive linemen and put in some defensive guys to try to minimize the fact that there's guys on the field that really have no chance to make the tackle, and that's part of it. When your offensive linemen are out there, it's no offense to them, they're just not built to run down the field and tackle Chris Williams or Larry Taylor or guys like that. So you take a 65-yard field and there are 5 offensive linemen. Well, wherever they're at, there's nobody. You know, for all practical purposes, there's nobody there because they're just going to get run by. It's a tough situation.
You gonna do anything special to celebrate tonight, Coach?
And you go home and go to bed. Yeah.
Do you agree that the missed field goal is the most dangerous return play in the game? Tristan Jackson ran one back today,
Yeah,
129 yards off a missed field goal. Changed the game around.
129 yards.
Yeah. Caught the
One
ball
short of that, one short of the.
Boy, was he like leaning
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Yes, he leaned back,
Yeah.
picked the ball up out of the thing, and took off.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's very hard because of the you know, there's big guys on the field. Even when we put the defensive guys out there, it's defensive linemen and linebackers. It's not like you're putting out, you know, 11 DBs to cover.
First half, you're getting it like there's just sort of that strong relationship between coverage and pressure and vice versa. Are you happy with that the way it was?
You know, if I said one way or the other right now, I would just be guessing. I'm not going to lie. I thought we had better pressure at times. You know, Ricky Ray does a pretty nice job. I know we got to him at least once, made him run once, tackle him short when he scrambled. So, you know, there were some plays there that, you know, we made. And, hey, they've got some skill guys that they're hard to tackle in the open field. There's no doubt about it.
When you have such a hot, humid night like this, and you're getting a fourth quarter, guys are beginning to drag, does that shorten your playbook at all?
Well, not short. It maybe makes you consider who's playing. You know, if you don't think a guy can do what the guy that's a starter does. Like Chris Williams was out for a while, and I asked him, I said, Chris, can you go back? And I said, this is what I want you to do. And he said, oh, yeah, I can do that. Because the little play where we threw it to Javon, it was set up because we faked the ball to Chris. And I don't know that we would have got the same reaction faking it to someone else. So,
Your boss is here.
yeah, he's welcome to ask the question.
Just congratulations.
Thank you, Bob.
Have you paid your dues to the Football Writers Association?
Yes, is the short answer. I think I've paid my dues for every association you've been in.
Okay, any more questions? Okay,
Thank you all.
Thank you, George.